Hey guys, welcome to Product Focus Friday. We are playing with Felicity Jane this month. I'm still using the Harper and Madison kind of together. And embellishments this month, we are playing with acrylic. So I grabbed out this Love You More because it's a light pink, kind of matches. I'm going to flip through my acrylic and see if there's anything else that speaks to me for a good title for this page. But I'm going to kind of, I'm going to document this story. I've got a picture of my son being held and someone lightly combing their fingers down his face. That was like the thing that would get him to like relax and start closing his eyes when he was sleepy, because otherwise he had FOMO so bad all the time. But that was the thing. So I want to document that story. And I have a lot of acrylic. I just have to look through and see which one's going to work the best. And I could even find a good white one, I think, that would work really well. So I'm going to go dig through my acrylic, kind of get more of my papers out and show you what I want to work with. I've got these two layouts. Well, one's a sketch, not a layout. This sketch and this layout that I've been keeping kind of in my inspiration folder, like keep looking at them, and I really want to play and kind of do something inspired by both of these. So we're gonna do that today. So stay tuned. I'll be back. All right, you guys, I picked out what paper I wanted to use. So I decided I'm actually going to use this like burnt orange colored cardstock that Felicity Jane sends with their kits. I really wanted to kind of go the orange route and then use little pops of some of this mauve and black and white and some colors and to create this really cozy little nestled thing. And then I went through a bunch of my color cast designs, acrylic, and I found some of these in like an orangey color. There's Simply the Best I had, Stay Cozy, but this one I really love because it says love your face. And I have these beautiful pockets, so I thought I would do my journaling in a pocket. I first grabbed this one that says love, but then I realized I could put my title on it if I use this plain pattern one. So I think I'm going to swap this one out. And I'm just playing with layers here. I trimmed my photo down a little bit. I'll trim this down so it fits in there, and that's where all my journaling will go. And then I've got all the other embellishments out. Let's see. And yeah, just playing with the layers and figuring out what's going to go where. Really liking the way it's coming together. So I wanted to keep this stamp out because I'm going to stamp some more too. But yes, getting these layers down. And then, yeah, I'll trim this stuff. And then I really like the grid on the back of the one layout. I showed you the sketch from Paper Issues. So we're going to do that with a white gel pen. So I wanted to kind of figure out where my layers were going to end, so I knew where I needed to have that grid peek out from, if that makes sense. So not to waste my time and do this grid and not know where everything's going to be peeking out from. All right, so now that we kind of have our layers figured out, we'll do that here in a minute, and you can see that. I'll trim those down. And we still might add some. I haven't opened the pocket cards yet, but those are really good for tucking, that kind of thing. But let's create our little grid here. And I think we're gonna go off on an angle a little bit. And I don't make the lines all even for length, and that just gives it a little character. I really enjoy the way this comes out. After you do it, at first you're like, okay, am I doing this wrong? What's going on? Like, this has got to look stupid. And no, it doesn't. It doesn't ever look stupid. I always enjoy the way this turns out. I've never been disappointed. I can definitely say that with this look. Oops, hate when I do that though. Okay. So now let me get my layers trimmed down and we'll see how just awesome this looks. All right, so I layered all those papers behind and I did a few other things. So I grabbed a couple of these like chipboard, are they called chipboard tags? Yes, even though they look like cutting boards. Chipboard tags, got those on, and then since I started getting, you know, hearts, I went through the little ephemera pack and grabbed the other 2 hearts. I grabbed a tag because I wanted to bring some of that orange to the forefront. So we've got this big orange background, but so far not a lot of orange was happening. So I grabbed that orange out of this tag, layered that up over here, and then also fussy cut this pie graph out of one of the pocket cards and made that to bring some of the orange from the background to things on the front. I added a little tab for my journaling spot, which I love. So we'll add journaling to that later. And then I thought about sprinkling around these 3 orange plus signs that I have. I wanted to bring this orange label in somewhere, but I'm liking what's going on, so I didn't want to ruin it. But let's get some of these plus signs added. I'm gonna just put that one right on there, and this one's gonna go right there. I guess they're more of the rose colored than the orange, but so yeah. And then I was just gonna look to see about these acrylic hearts since we're using acrylic today. We've got our lovely title. And now, so something I would caution, and if you're gonna do, one thing I don't like about my design so far is I have too much down here, too much grid down here. So I would have done a little less if I would have just paid attention to really how tall this was gone. I probably would have done a little bit less, but otherwise I really like it. We'll just see about adding, especially just these little inner hearts, these little white ones. Just add a couple, like one right there, one right there. Oh, we could add, say I could add that label, I guess, up here. But I won't. I got a good balance going here. And then we'll just add this one right here. There. So there we go. I'll get those glued down and get my journaling added and some close-up for you here in a second. So thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate your time and comments and just, yeah, appreciate you. So we'll see you next time. Bye.